I wanted to ask you guys if you had anything else to add before we wrap up. Daisy, I think you had something to say.
I have one, I guess, thing to say to your listeners, which is from my experience, a lot of people who are not in the field of psychology are not aware of how this kind of whole process works. The idea of spending a year or two or even three after grad school or after a bachelor's program is very foreign, especially if you're not making money. And so one of the things I realized in my own life is like, I did a lot of that. And then I started a program, and both stages had a lot of barriers to navigate and a lot of challenges to navigate. But while I'm in a program, I don't feel alone and I don't feel alienated from other people's perspective, because I'm surrounded by people who have gone through similar processes, who have faced similar challenges, and I have a lot of direction and a lot of support from my program. But I do remember the stage between undergrad and a master's, or between a master's and PhD, where like I felt very alone and uncertain. Like, is this normal? Like, to push off applying for one more year because I don't have a good letter of rec, or to push off applying for one more year because my GRE scores are not competitive. Like, other people would be like, what, this doesn't make sense. Another year of not working and another year. And I just want to normalize that this stage is lonely and a little bit isolating, and especially with a lot of other people not understanding what it kind of takes. And so reach out to students. All 95% of the students I know have gone through a lot of stress and struggle in the process of developing their profile into being a competitive candidate and getting the experiences required. And so if it does feel lonely or isolating, reach out to people, cold email people, and you're not alone. This is kind of what it takes. And I think it's very worth it. That's mine.
Thank you, Daisy. Thank you so much. You give a lot of hope. Like, this is such a competitive process. It's so difficult, but you have made me feel so much better about where I'm at. And I know you've made a lot of my audience members feel that way too. You were a panelist on our grad school panel back in November. You did the same. I heard that same feedback. So you are just incredible. Thank you for being here and sharing that. Dr. Farber, thank you so much for taking the time and sharing your insights. It has been invaluable. Thank you so much.
Good luck to all your listeners.
All right. And I will just add, guys, if you have other questions, if you have more questions, please reach out. psychmike.com. You can submit in the forum. You can follow on Instagram, psych_Mike. And always you can DM me if you have more questions. And I'd love to be able to cover all the things we didn't get to. So thank you again.